It was a quiet morning by the sea. The waves whispered secrets, and the sun painted gold across the sky. Sam and Emma walked barefoot along the beach, their laughter echoing like music in the wind. Hey, Sam, look at this. Half buried in the sand, something shimmered, a conch shell, larger than any they had ever seen, and glowing. Emma reached out. The moment her fingers touched the shell, it began to sing. Whoa, it's alive. The shell lit up like a rainbow, and suddenly, a voice echoed from the sea. Sam, Emma. They turned toward the waves. The water had started to glow, leading into the deep. Did you hear that? Someone's calling us. From the rocks, a silver-furred cat watched with glowing eyes. A cheerful dog barked excitedly. And a tiny mouse peeked out from Sam's bag, whiskers twitching. The conch rose from Emma's hands, floating between them, and with it, a swirl of water wrapped around them like a dream. The adventure had begun. The glowing conch shell floated between Sam and Emma. And suddenly, it released a soft humming sound that wrapped them in light. Around them, a glowing bubble began to form, shimmery and full of dancing lights. It lifted them gently from the sand, and carried them into the sea. Sam, we're floating, and breathing. This bubble, it's magic. They passed through the ocean's surface without a splash. Down, down they went, deeper into a glowing blue world. Around them, fish of every color danced in shimmering swirls. Yellow, orange, blue, some with tiny sparkles trailing behind. Look, that fish has rainbow fins. The deeper they went, the more magical it became. Glowing coral rose like castles. Jellyfish floated like lanterns in the sea, soft and slow, like underwater stars. They're like jelly balloons, so pretty. In the distance, a kingdom began to appear. Towers made of crystal coral, domes covered in seashells, and sea creatures glowing like constellations. The bubble floated to the palace gates. Two enormous clams guarded the entry. The conch glowed again, and the gates slowly opened. Sam and Emma looked at each other, hearts racing. Are you ready? Let's find out what's waiting for us. And with that, they drifted into the heart of Aquavia, where wonder was only just beginning. Just when Sam and Emma thought the ocean couldn't surprise them more, a tiny voice came bubbling from behind. Wait for me, I brought the sea map. Floating down in a little bubble suit was Mintu, a brave mouse with a big brain and an even bigger heart. Coordinates locked. Coral zone activated. Mintu, you came too. He nodded proudly, adjusting his helmet, looking more ready than ever. Look up there. Barkley the dog had spotted a rainbow fish, and was chasing it like it was the last snack on Earth. Come here, Sparkly Snack. With a twist and a tumble, Barkley got himself tangled in glowing seaweed. His tail wagged. Bubbles flew. Need a paw, Barkley. Before anyone could help, the water shimmered around them. A graceful seahorse glided through the coral, carrying someone special. With fur like moonlight and eyes like stardust, Luna the cat arrived, riding with elegance and calm. You've come far, little travelers. But the journey is just beginning. Luna, you're here. Luna nodded gently, her tail curling like a ribbon of silver. Even the jellyfish floated quietly, glowing in her presence. Advisor Luna, reporting for bubble duty. The team had come together. A mouse with a mission, a dog full of joy, and a cat with ancient wisdom. The underwater adventure was about to get even more magical. As the magical bubble carried them forward, the waters began to glow. And then, through the shimmering veil, they saw it. The kingdom of Aquavia, a city beneath the sea, sparkling like a dream. Crystal towers stretched toward the ocean roof, glowing with every color of the reef. Jellyfish lanterns floated above coral bridges, casting soft golden light. Sam, is this real? I think it's more than real. I think we're part of it now. They passed through a great coral arch, its ancient runes lighting up as they approached. And from the palace tower, she appeared. Queen Naya, the heart of the ocean. Her flowing hair shimmered like waves at sunset, and her gown rippled with the rhythm of the sea. Welcome, brave ones. You have come far, guided by the song of the shell. From the edge of the coral gardens came a soft rumble, and then a deep, kind voice. Well now, visitors from the surface. It's been a long time since we've seen your kind. Sheldon the sea turtle moved slowly but with great purpose. His shell was ancient and beautiful, covered in glowing star patterns and sea moss. Advisor Sheldon, it's an honor. You are not here by accident. The ocean has chosen you to help protect what is most sacred. With a wave of her, Queen Naya summoned glowing sea tokens, small shells pulsing with gentle light. They floated through the water and rested in Sam's and Emma's hands. These tokens are gifts of the sea, truth, courage, and unity. You will need them in the journey ahead. As the kingdom shimmered around them, Sam and Emma knew their adventure was just beginning. But now, they were no longer alone. Deep within the heart of the palace, behind coral gates and glowing runes, it floated. The heart crystal, source of all peace in Aquavia. It pulsed with a gentle light, breathing life into the kingdom. It's beautiful. I can feel it, like it's alive. Around the crystal, streams of energy danced like glowing ribbons. Through it, the sea stayed calm, the creatures, united, the kingdom, alive. But far beyond the coral walls, in a trench forgotten by time, something stirred. In the blackened sea, surrounded by broken ruins and volcanic stone, he waited. Xerthus, the sea sorcerer who once tried to rule both land and ocean. The crystal still breathes. No matter, soon it will be mine. His eyes glowed green like poison. Eels twisted around him like dark chains. His staff, carved from ancient bone, struck the sea floor, and shadows began to spread. He unleashed creatures of the trench, slithering spies that moved unseen. Past coral guards, through reef tunnels, toward the crystal. Inside the palace, Queen Naya stood tall, her voice firm. Xerthus rises again. The balance is breaking. A glowing sea map floated in the water, showing Aquavia's borders flickering, dark waves pressing in. It has begun. The crystal is calling for protectors. Then we'll protect it. We're ready. Right, team. Bubble gear loaded. The sea is watching. Let's not let her down. Let's splash that bad guy. Above them, the ocean trembled. Below them, the crystal waited. The battle for Aquavia was about to begin. In the glowing chamber of Aquavia's heart, a team was forming. Not just a team of friends, but guardians chosen by the ocean itself. You are 5, but together, you are one force. The ocean has given each of you a gift. First, Luna, graceful, silent, brilliant like the stars. Watch closely. She closed her glowing eyes and vanished. In a burst of silver and violet sparkles, she reappeared high above, resting on a coral ledge. She can teleport. Then, Barkley, the loyal protector. His heart as strong as his bark. Before anyone could blink, his ears perked up. He turned sharply, growling at the shadows. What is it, boy? A dark ripple passed through the coral wall, but Barkley had already sensed it. His collar glowed red. No danger would get past him. And then there was Mintu. Small in size, but mighty in mind. Scanning C-zone perimeter. Deploying bubble drone now. A tiny drone launched from his backpack, scanning the room with soft blue beams. Even the queen looked impressed. Tech and heart, a rare combination. Together, they formed a circle, and held up their glowing sea tokens. We'll protect the crystal. We promise. No matter what comes, we stand as one. Barkley, bark, then happy wine. Mintu, Team Deepwave, let's go. Luna, the ocean believes in us. The tokens pulsed, joining into a spiral of brilliant light that rose toward the ceiling like a beacon. Above, the heart crystal glowed brighter, as if it, too, believed in them. 5 hearts, one purpose. The guardians of Aquavia were born. Beyond the palace, the team swam into a maze unlike any they'd seen before. A labyrinth of glowing coral, alive, shifting, and full of secrets. It's like the ocean built a puzzle out of light. The coral pulsed gently, walls growing taller, curling like ocean vines. Paths opened and closed as if the maze were watching them. Let's stick together. This place moves. They turned a corner, and there it was. A strange wall made of spiraled seashells, some glowing, some dark. Touch the shells in the order of the sea song. It's a memory puzzle. Listen to the shells. They're playing the pattern. Emma closed her eyes, listening. Then, carefully, she touched the shells, one by one. Each note echoed softly through the maze. With the final shell, a pulse of light spread through the wall. The coral parted like curtains. Nice work, Emma. Okay, my turn. Ahead stood a glowing crystal gate, sealed tight with ancient tech runes. Mintu pulled out a tiny machine powered by, of all things, a glowing walnut. Cracking coral code, initializing nut core power. His fingers danced across buttons. A tiny screen blinked. He fed the walnut into a glowing energy slot. It hummed to life. I'm never underestimating a mouse again. The gate slid open, and beyond it, the maze lit up behind them, the path glowing like a trail of stars. One riddle, one walnut, and a lot of teamwork later. They were ready for whatever came next. The sea grew dark, the water cold. A swirling shadow ripped through the current, and from it, he emerged. Xerthus had arrived, cloaked in darkness, eyes glowing green, and magic like poison swirling at his fingertips. The crystal will be mine. Everyone, spread out. Emma didn't hesitate. She spotted a twisted coral branch on the ocean floor, grabbed it, and dove low. As Xerthus lunged forward, she hooked the coral around his leg. Gotcha. Xerthus staggered, his blast shooting off wildly into the coral ceiling above. Luna stepped forward, her tail glowing like a comet trail. Light, protect us. With a graceful spin, she summoned a shimmering barrier that blocked the dark spell midair. It exploded like black ink on glass. That's what I call tail power. But Barkley wasn't done. With a joyful bark, he lunged at Xerthus's cape, sinking his teeth into the shadowy cloth and spinning him in tight circles. Unhand me, beast. Spinning, stumbling, distracted, Xerthus lost control. His magic fizzled. His focus snapped. With a final snarl, Xerthus vanished into a churning whirlpool of smoke and shadow. Gone. For now. Is everyone okay? Still standing. Or swimming? He'll be back. But we'll be ready. The heart crystal glowed brighter than ever. Because Aquavia had its protectors, brave, united, and shining with hope. The storm had passed. The shadows had fled. And now, it was time to restore what was lost. With steady hands, Sam and Emma returned the glowing heart crystal to its sacred pedestal. The moment it touched the coral stand, the ocean exhaled. Light spread like a wave, golden and blue, racing through every reef and ripple. Did you feel that? It's like the ocean is waking up. All across Aquavia, color bloomed. Corals lit up with dazzling hues, jellyfish lanterns reignited, and sea creatures danced with joy. Queen Naya appeared, radiant and graceful. Her gown shimmered like flowing pearl water, and behind her, the people of Aquavia gathered. You have done more than restore the crystal. You have restored our hope. She held out a tray of sea tokens, each one glowing with a different light. For bravery, Sam. For wisdom, Emma. For light, Luna. For loyalty, Barkley. For brilliance, Mintu. The heart crystal rose into the water, casting beams in every direction. Around the heroes, glowing waves danced, like the ocean itself whispering, "Thank you. This piece, we protected it. Woof. Best day ever. Mission complete. Bubble Tech. Victorious. We didn't just save Aquavia, we became part of it. Forever." And so, beneath the waves, among towers of coral and clouds of color, the guardians of Aquavia stood tall. Not just as heroes, but as family. And the ocean remembered their names. The sea was calm now, the journey complete. But the magic of Aquavia lingered like a whisper. Sam and Emma stepped out of the water. Luna by their side, Barkley shaking dry, and Mintu tucked into Emma's pocket, still blinking at the sunlight. We're back. But it doesn't feel like the end. Emma opened her hand, and there it was, the conch shell. Silent now, but glowing faintly, like it remembered everything. Think it'll ever sing again? Maybe. When the sea needs us again. The five friends sat together on a smooth rock by the shore. No words were needed, just the sky, the breeze, and the memory of what they'd done. I like dry land too. The sun dipped low, the sky turned orange, then violet, then filled with stars. Just before the last light faded, the conch sparkled once more. A single pulse of gentle light. The sea remembers, and so do they. Far beneath the waves, where sunlight dances and silence sings, there lies a kingdom unlike any other. In the heart of the deep, the crystal palace rises. Its towers gleaming like moonlight trapped in glass. A home to ancient magic, and a future waiting to awaken. Here, animals speak, and dream just like us. A cat, a dog, a mouse, all wrapped in shimmering bubble suits. Race you to the Coral Cafe. Here, harmony flows like the current. Sea turtles, dolphins, jellyfish, even glowing whales glide side by side. Every fin, every tail, every glow, part of Aquavia's living symphony. Where the sea meets sky, lies a beach of dreams. The sunsets paint the world in gold, and the starfish leave glowing trails behind. It's quiet now, but I think it remembers. Deep in the caves, a hidden forest glows. Mushrooms like lanterns, roots like starlight, and secrets older than the sea. This is Aquavia, a world not just beneath the waves, but within the heart of wonder.